According to Donald Trump ally Lindsey Graham, who testified the following in front of the Georgia special grand jury, Donald Trump was in such a bad mental state following the 2020 election that, according to Lindsey Graham, if somebody had told Trump that aliens came down and stole Trump ballots, Trump would have believed it. That is what Lindsey Graham, under oath, told that special grand jury in Fulton County, Georgia. That, hey, listen, this guy was so messed up at the time that if you would have told him, extraterrestrials came down and started stealing ballots, he would have believed it. Now, I'm going to get to what that tells us about Donald Trump's mental competency in just a moment, but I want everybody to understand that this was actually Lindsey Graham defending Donald Trump, like trying to protect Donald Trump. Because, as I'm sure everybody has to know by now, because we've said it a million times, in order for Trump to have any kind of defense from his attempts to overturn the election, whether it was in Georgia or the DOJ investigation, he would have to prove that he legitimately believed the election was stolen. And that would, in the eyes of the law, make most of his actions appear to be on the level because, hey, we're just trying to get to the bottom of it because I believe this. So Lindsey Graham was saying, listen, he believed everything. He would have believed it was aliens. So he's trying to help his friend. But what he's really done is shown us that Donald Trump is not mentally competent enough to serve as president of the United States. If you have an individual who was willing to believe, now, Lindsey Graham doesn't say that Trump thinks this happened, but he would have been willing to think it happened if somebody had told it to him. When you have an individual who is not closed-minded to the idea that extraterrestrials, that ALF and ET showed up on planet Earth and stole ballots in the 2020 election, that's not the kind of person, that's not the kind of brain that we need in the White House. That's the kind of individual that probably needed some help. But instead of getting that help, he got nothing but enablers like Lindsey Graham himself. So I don't know how much help Lindsey Graham thinks this is going to be for Donald Trump, but as it stands right now, all it's doing is reminding the American public that this man's ego is so fragile that he is willing to believe the most off-the-wall things you've ever heard in your life in order to justify why he doesn't win things sometimes. Not exactly the kind of guy that you want with their finger on that nuclear button, right? But according to Lindsey Graham, Trump's good friend, that is what Trump was at the time and might still be who Trump is today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.